kol ta'am hador na'eh ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavatach ana el narifan ala beharot la noam zivach has titchazek v'titrapei v'haita lach simchat olam v'tikyemu rachamecha v'chusna al beino havach ki ze kama nichsof nichsaf lirot b'tiferet uzach Eli machmad libi hushana ve'al titalam higalena ufros chaviv alai etzukat shelomach ta'ir eretz michvodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'chaneni kimei olam yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 yala lai 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 lai. So some of us have spent a lot of time in shul this week. Very familiar to be here, very comfortable to be here during Pesach. And yesterday morning during services, I did a little informal poll about what people were going to break Passover on, what was going to be the first thing they ate when Passover was over. And the morning crowd, it was a clear favorite preference for, what do you think it was? It was for pizza, that's for sure. So how many people ate pizza last night or today? There we go. Anything else exciting you broke Passover on? Rolls, yeah. The roll that I dug out of the back of the freezer. So the funny thing is, Ed, chocolate chip cookie, there we go. I like that, man after my own heart. So we, it's funny, we have the custom of selling chametz during Passover, and I sold it to Reverend James Campbell, who's another chaplain with the CMPD, with the police department here, and I told him in advance that I was going to text him when Passover came to an end to talk about our deal and see if he wanted to pay the remainder of the about $100,000 that he owed me for our chametz, or if he felt like he couldn't cover it and wanted to cancel this year. And so I text him as soon as Pesach is over, because I want to, eat my own chametz, and I imagine other people do as well. And I'm waiting 10 minutes, 20 minutes, finally half an hour, he texts me back, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I was with an officer who was going through X, Y, and Z. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I'm like, don't worry, what you were doing is much more important than me taking out the bourbon. So continue God's work. But we ended Pesach last night, and we go tonight into Shabbat, into a regular day of rest. We get into a little bit of the post-Passover rhythm. As my mom used to say, it's a week before the next Shabbos comes again. But we get to enjoy this day of rest together, and we welcome in Shabbat, as we do each and every week, with the lighting of Shabbat candles. And I invite you to please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav V'tzivanu lehadlik ner V'tzivanu lehadlik ner V'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. May be seated. Let's turn to page 11. Let us go and sing to God. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, we greet God as we raise our voices in song. Lechuner Anana. Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Adonai. Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu Nekad Mafana V'toda. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu Mizmiro Naria Lo. Lechuner Anena, Lechuner Anena, Lechuner Anena, Adonai. Lechuner Anena, Lechuner Anena, Lechuner Anena, Adonai. Ki el gadol melech gadol Asher b'yado mecher Yu Adonai Eloheinu. Arba'im shana kut bedor v'hamar am to'e levavhem v'hem lo yadu derachai asher nishpati v'yapi im yevo'u el menuchati shiru l'Adonai shir chadash Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai. We continue, page 14, in the middle of the page, Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Az yiranenu kol atzeiar lifnei Adonai kiva lishbot haaretz, yishbot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim b'emunato. Page 15. Adonai malach tagel haaretz, yismechu im rabim anan v'rafel sevivav, tzedek u'mishpat mechon kiso, eish lefanav telech u'tlezo. Yebo shukulav de pasel midim. O Havei Adonai sinura shomer nafshot chasidav miad reshaim miad sileim or zaru ala tzadik u'lishrei lev simcha simchu tzadikim b'Adonai vehodu lezecher kodsho. Mizmor shir l'Adonai, shir chadash. 17, Kini Podas Hashem. Achar chas tavonat, alavei Yisrael, kol hafez. Eloheinu, Ariel, and Aglas, peaceful. Neharot yimcha uchaf yachad harim yiraneinu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek v'yamim b'mei sharim. Adonai malach yirgezu amim yoshev kiruvim tanur haaretz Adonai b'tzion gadol Ramhu al kol amim Yerushim Chagavana. Adonai Eloheinu ata nihitam el nosei hayita lahem v'nokeim al alilotam romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Continue on page 21. Please rise for Mizmor LeDavid. Mizmor LeDavid. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim. Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, Havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod hirim, Adonai al almayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon vesirion kemo ben re'emim. Kol Adonai chotzev lahavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechesof ye'arot uveichalo kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated. We welcome the Shabbat Kala on page 23, the Shabbat Bride, the words of Lecha Dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ishmi'anu el amiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem Multiferet velitila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha קום מצאי מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה היא נערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מעל יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קורבה אל נפשי נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר אל תילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן חתן על כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. May be seated. We continue on page 27. Mizmor shir, shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Mizmor shir, shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Tov lo Adonai Ozamer. Yisimachtan yirem v'alecha v'maserecha. Yishparedach zelavim esof. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of God, they flourish in God's courtyards. Page 28, in the middle of the page, Tzadik Hatamar Yifrach. Tzadik Hatamar Yifrach. Ki eres valvanon yizke shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu hod yenuvun beseva teshenim verananim yiyu lehaki 29. Adonai malach yud lavesh lavesh. Erotecha nemnu meod leveitcha nava kodesh. Erotecha nemnu meod leveitcha nava kodesh. Adonai leorech yamim. And invite everyone to please rise. As we do each and every Shabbat, we share words of bracha, words of blessing, the ancient words of Aaron and his sons, the priestly blessing. And at home, we share these with our children, our family members. Here, we share them with the people around us. Your arms next to the person next to you. Say hello, introduce yourself, say Shabbat Shalom. Welcome them, and we join together in these words of bracha. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. Ken yehi ratzon. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka ken yehi ratzon. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom ken yehi ratzon. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. May God's face be lifted toward you, and may God grant you shalom, grant you peace. Ken yehi ratzon. May be seated. We turn to our prayer for healing, the Mishaberach, as we think of the people in our lives in need of physical and spiritual well-being this Shabbat. If you'd like to include someone in the prayer for healing, I invite you to rise in your place and to share the names of the people you're praying for today. Mishpachot. Bet kol hacholim, and all those who are ill, we join together in the prayer for healing. Mishaberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mekor habracha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Refuah shlema. We turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 30. Before reciting the Kaddish, we remember, following Yortzites this coming week, we remember Charles Levinson, Henry Zucker, Lewis Halpert, Alan Stern, Andrew Fox, Bella Smith, Beverly Spiegler, Charles Howe, Alyssa Joy Barman, Gertrude Polyakov-Pressman, Michael Rushbarg, Solomon Reichenberg, Saul Jaffa, Wilhelmina Newman-Mackler, Harry Diamond, Henry Lapping, Abraham Sharoni, Bessie Oxer, Carlo Michelle, Esther Kaufman, Ethel Goodhart, Herbert Diamond, Irene Kosov, Irving Hirsch, Miriam Mary Greenman, S.I. Citron, Christopher Newman, Cyril Spiesman, Daniel Litwak, Florence Green, Harold Ross, Paul Fixman, Samuel Greenspan, Harry Nelson, Helen Reichard, Howard Baum, Erwin Thaler, Michael Meiselman, Rachel Rosenbaum, Regina Gelfand Landis, Charlie Pugh, Esther Koss, Esther Michelle, Hannah Tellez, Joseph Greenspan, Julius Newman, Louis Rotger, Naomi Rosenberg, Seymour Baumstein, Sheldon Bobrow, Shepard Shapiro, Sylvia Mysiorek, Walter Heskins, Helen Weinstein, Nathan Kay, and Sarah Goldstone. We also mark the recent losses, and we extend condolences to the families of Ed Bressman, Evan Bates, Gerald Epner, Dale Calliser, and Kimberly Zabran. Is there anyone else who'd like to remember this evening? Invite those in mourning, marking a yortzeit, to rise and join me in the Mourner's Kaddish on page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabah v'yalma divera kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'vchaye dechol beit Yisrael v'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen yehi shemei rabah mevorach leolam u'lomeo maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran v'yalma v'yimru amen yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Let's turn to page 39. Please rise for the Baruch Hu beginning the evening service. Page 39. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed. You may be seated. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from before the light. Ma'avir yom u'mehevi laila, ma'avdil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'aravim. Page 40, Ahavat olam yisrael, Torah mitzvot. Yehem chayenu v'yorech yameinu v'hem negeh yomam v'halayla yavatecha Al tasir mimenu leolamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam B'shiftecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha. Continue on page 42. Adonai Elohechem emet, emunah k'levikim aleinu k'yon aleinu v'alanu mitzareinu. Avir banav ben Yisrei Yamsuf, et rodfeihem v'yetzonehem bitomo tiba, Berubanav Kiburato, Shibechu Behodu Lishmo, Malchuto Beratzon, Kiblu Aleihem, Moshe B'nei Yisrael, Lechanu Shira, V'simcha Rabba, V'yameru Chulam, Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei fele. Malchutecha ra'u banecha bokeyam lifnei Moshe, Zeli anu v'yameru Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. V'ne'emar kifadat ra'et Yaakov u'gelo miyad chazak mimenu baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Allow us, our God, to sleep peacefully and awaken us again to life. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow, and remove the evil forces that surround us. Blessed are you who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 45, Hashkivenu. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Yalalai, 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 yalalai. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom, leshalom, leshalom. Vehamidenu malkeinu lechaim, lechaim, leshalom, leshalom, leshalom. Uferos aleinu sukkah shelomecha לשלום, לשלום, לשלום. ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, לשלום, לשלום, לשלום. יאללה-לי, 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 יאללה-לי. הסר מעלינו ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Page 46, please rise. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ילמד דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי יומיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמא ויאמרו Amen. We spend the next few moments in silent prayer with the words of the Amidah, beginning on page 47. conclude the Amidah, prayer for peace. God who makes peace above, bring peace to us, to all of Israel, and to all who dwell on earth. The words of Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru Amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. 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 Page 54, Kaddish Shalem. Yitkara v'yitkara Shemei Rabbah. Yalma divra kirute v'amlich malchute b'chayechon mechonim cherecho beit Yisrael b'agalav izman kariv immeru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam v'lol me'omaya yitparach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yirma v'yinaseh v'yidadar v'yidalev v'yidalash me'rekudesha richu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata tushpekata v'nechemata tamiran v'yama v'yimmeru amen. Titkabal sloton v'oton l'chol Yisrael karam avon divishmaya v'yimmeru amen. Yehi shlamar Rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimmeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimmeru amen. Page 55, please rise for the Kiddush. I want to invite any kids who'd like to come on up and Savri, Maranan, Rabbanan, Rabotai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yavav ratzon yichilanu, zikaron l'ma'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh, Zecher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabat kodshecha v'yahava u'bratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. I am. Page 56, Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latekiru la liyotzer bereshit, shelo asanu ki goyei aratzot, velo samanu ki mishpachot ha'adama, shelo saminu kahem, vegoralinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום השבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחתנו. כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Turn to the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Invite those in mourning or marking a yortzeit to join with me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, v'yalma divera kirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevorach leolam ulomeo maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, dar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shemei dekudsha brihu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru amen. May be seated. Good Shabbos, everyone. Adam, thank you very much for your help this evening. Nice to have you back from your travels. Good to see you. Thank you all for being here this evening. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat services, 9:30 a.m. We'll be welcoming a guest speaker, Douglas Green, who's the director of the Jewish Community Relations, the Jewish Federation of Greater Charlotte. And how many of you know Douglas, or have met Douglas? So Douglas is pretty incredible. He interacts with countless agencies across the county, across the state, across the country, representing the Jewish community, both in good times and in more difficult times. He builds the relationships that we need to turn to when times are difficult. And I'll speak more about his work tomorrow, but he'll talk about what a Jewish Community Relations Council does and how important their work is for a community like ours. Now that we've concluded Pesach, in the weeks following Passover, we mark many of the modern commemorations, the Yoms, the Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial Day, which we will commemorate as a community this Monday, April 13th at 6 p.m. at Temple Beth El. And that's followed a week later by Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day, and Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. And we are also joining together for community commemorations and celebrations for those events located in different places around Shalom Park. Next week, on Sunday, April 19th, WODI, the Women of Temple Israel, is honoring Ruth Goldberg at a Torah Fund tea party at 1:30 in the afternoon that you can register for. And Torah Fund, if you don't know what it is, Torah Fund is a project of Women's League for Conservative Judaism that supports conservative rabbinical and cantorial students, originally at JTS, but now at all of the conservative seminaries across the world. And it's countless women who've been involved in sisterhoods for the last 100+ years have helped students like myself make it through rabbinical school, pay those bills, and live in beautiful dormitories at JTS. So very much appreciate their help. And Ruth has been part of that for decades now. Of course, coming up in May 17th at 6:00 p.m. is our annual gala. We celebrate Temple Israel, and we celebrate Karen and Barry, who we're going to honor that evening for everything they've done for our community. And you can get tickets for that online or by calling the office. Cantor Ishvarg, if people want to learn to read Torah, what should they do? Beginning on April 27th, Cantor Ishvarg's Torah reading class is back in action. Join our Torah reading team. It's a great team, and always looking for new additions who want to participate on Shabbat morning and on holidays. And My Torah Study returns this Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning in the conference room and on Zoom. We're going to turn back to page 5. We conclude Kabbalat Shabbat tonight with the words of Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ay, Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ay, Tzedchem Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.